'Tis I. Back for more. Can't get enough. We tarry on. Alright. Alright, so today's loose goals: bookshop, armory, always looking for somewhere to put the microchip. So I still want to power the lab, but Decoys was commenting saying, I hope you've checked that off the list. So maybe I don't need to do that anymore. What did this door still bothers me. Alright, I wanted to check on this gate, but it's for sure still closed. I also wanted to look at the tunnel down here again. Not this one. Isn't there another tunnel over here somewhere? Yeah. What is this? Just nothing. There's torches in here, so it's like maybe I could light those. They're not a fuse or a candle per se. Maybe we need to like bash those boxes with like a sledgehammer or a power hammer. I don't know. I guess I don't need to power the lab, so I'm gonna at least tentatively take that off the to-do list. But I want to know what powering on that big machine does. Yeah, still trying to get in bookshop and armory to see what all I can buy. The furnace freezer combo, also known as the Ferner. Yeah. Kind of just letting the day take me. Okay, well. Oh, we have a new book. Yes. Realm and Rune. Sigils of the past and present. When the scholars of the First Era found any hidden things, either of a natural source or resulting from the creations of man, they were accustomed to record these in various signs with the aid of figures. They did this in order that the sigils of their realm might not be understood by strangers. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They have been found in every era and every culture and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils. Those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and other older documents. Artifacts. If I found anything that has a sigil on it and I didn't notice it. Okay. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of that realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of a kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meaning. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. composed of 4 things: the core, the rays, the moats, and the border. Okay, we know this. At the center of each sigil is a unique shape, different for each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind that name. Okay. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we are describing. Aha. Several example cores taken from well-known sigils. Yep. The rays. Spouting forth from the core will come several dividing lines, splitting the sigil into pieces. From one sigil to another, the rays will often differ in number, style, and form. Studying the differences in these lines will immediately reveal several things about the realm. Counting the number of dividing lines in a sigil will reveal to us what method of transportation was prevalent in a realm. Were they a seaside kingdom that relied on ships, or a desert domain that might have employed camels to cross the sandy expanse of their land? Interesting. Naval capabilities, ship routes, seaports. The 8 rays on these sigils resemble the directions on a compass rose. Roads, streets, carriages. The 4 rays here look like crossroads on a map. Horseback, rough trails. Another sigil that used 4 rays. However, these will always be configured to suggest a horse galloping. Train system, locomotion. The 3 rays here used are sigils for realms that rely on track-based travel. Aviation, dirigibles, balloons. The 5 rays here suggest travel above the horizon. I have a sneeze that won't come out. I'm so sorry. It is teasing me. Camels, pack mules, arid or desert trails. 2 rays to indicate a flat terrain. And turtleback travel? Huh? 5 short rays that do not fully extend from the core to the border? Wait. Because the one picture I have shows a ray that doesn't fully extend. And it's a wavy line. Interesting. Okay. Weather is the style of ray. Identifying the style of the ray used in the sigil will show us what weather the kingdom considered native. Some are intuitive, like the jagged lightning-shaped lines to indicate stormy lands. Straight black lines indicate a lack of unusual or harsh weather and normal temperatures. Foggy or misty weather is indicated when the ray has several horizontal slashes across one side. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The scorched air and blazing sun cause the otherwise straight rays to appear shimmering. A rainy realm is indicated with rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. For more extreme stormy weather, a jagged lightning-shaped ray is used. A ray dotted with falling circle is used for colder realms in which snow is a common occurrence. Windy weather is displayed on sigils by the use of bent curved lines, rays buckling under the high winds. Okay. Moats. On each sigil floating in between the rays are small figures called moats. From the shape and style of the moats used on a sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed, if they considered themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. So we have tribal, primitive realm, hunter and gatherers, agricultural, harvest and farming, martial, militaristic, metropolitan, academic, industrial, spiritual, and poetic. Okay, take a picture of all of those. The border. Around each sigil is an adorned edge serving as a container for the information within. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. Okay. Putting it all together, by studying the core, rays, motes, and border of a sigil, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. Oh, it even tells me Fen Aries. Interesting. We've got this one already, so I'm not going to note that down. I know the third door was mountainous. The third core that we found. This one. And I think the fourth one was this one. So maybe we could solve those now that we have more information. Because we know a couple things about each of those. We can almost buy this. So 40 or 50 gold. When we get that amount, we will come back. Don't want to close off. Security. I do have a key card today. Let's bump the security up, please. Thank you. That cuts off all 4 of those rooms, but fuck it. We ball. He's good. Okay. I mean, I guess we're taking that one. He's good. Shit. All right. Back we go. Are you unlocked? Yeah. Ooh. I want, but we don't have any dice. And I want more opportunities to draft the freezer off of it, so I'm gonna pass. Oh shit. Okay. Prism key. Is the freezer a certain color room? Let me pull up the wiki. I don't think the freezer is a particular. It's just a blueprint room, like a blue room. Yeah, okay. back into the gym. 2 more steps. God. Okay. Well, that's a dead end. This isn't going super well. If we can buy a book, that'll turn it around. I'll feel better if we can just buy a book. We need 2 more gold. Show me the pantry. Do I open this? Fuck the chapel. Ooh, the kennel. Never been in there yet. Oh my god. Hi. We can pet the little babies. Hi, friends. That is a castle thing. So the bottom middle is T. Hi, honey. We don't have a shovel, so this doesn't super benefit us today, but you know, it's fun. That could just cut us off altogether. I'd rather have the dark room. Show me the freezer. No! Well, shit. Show me the freezer. You know, not all the days can be winning days. I feel like I came into this day with like unclear goals. This is what I have to show for it. Alright, we gotta try and draft the pantry. Let's go back up to the classroom. Yeah. Oops. Wrong way. We have so little steps. I don't think we're going up there. If I'm entirely honest. Oop, not this way either. Dead. What a day. Just over that quickly. Freezer. Freezer. Ugh. I don't have the money. I mean, I don't have the steps. I'm just gonna redraw and hope for the freezer. Because we can't leave this room, really. Dang it. Maybe this one? Oh, well, let's see. We got this again. We could have tried to light those torches, but okay. Sometimes you just gotta like get a bad day out of your system. I'm alright with that. We got to see the puppies. I've gotten spoiled with steps, and it's been like a long time since I fully just ran out of steps. That's kind of crazy. I don't want this. So is there supposedly... There's not candles we can light in here, is there? Like, what is the... Are these vines? They must be vines. Because they seem like power cables to me, but I don't think that's what they're meant to be. Alright, well, we don't have any money, but if we want to end the day, we'll come out here and drop some cash. Spend a gem on this early, but whatever. Okay, let me look around this room. I don't take this one all that often. Just want to see if like anything in here seems to have deeper meaning than it did before. If that makes sense. No, not really. At least not yet. mind having the workshop because we want to be able to make the burning glass, maybe. We don't have a key card today. Hi, puppies. Cutie. I want to have this on the map so I can end my day here. Okay. Stinks. I wish this was not a dead end. Well, if we find something in the vault or the bookshop that we like have to have, we can break the piggy bank. That is an option. It's not my favorite option. But it's available to us. Damn it. We really need this too. In the effort of actually being able to continue the day, I think we need to take this. Gross. do have the kennel today. Which, yeah, let's get the shovel. It's not that expensive. I don't think we need anything else though. Security to the den. Gross. I'm really tempted to unlock that trunk, but I only have the one key. I gotta save it. Man, I love hitting that that little speed boost when you come down the stairs. It's like, wee. I don't have a key card. Fuck. I always forget. Oh my god. I keep forgetting that the basement elevator is not just like available to me at any time. Well, guys. Rip a Rudy. Tomorrow we will have a key card. Man, 2 days just got wasted. Whoops. All right. Save and quit. Just kidding. Can you imagine if I uploaded a VOD and it was just those 2 days and that's all that was there? I could have gone to the shrine. I should have gone to the shrine. I was thrown off by the crappy day. I like all 3 of these. We don't really have a reason to take the tomb right now, though. The little one that I'm aware of, at least. But I am kind of trying to light those torches if I can do that. Let's just see what items we get. I know you can also make the jackhammer, which I have not made yet, but I don't know how great it is. Like, it's just better digging, right? I think I'll make it if I can, just to try it. It literally makes me so happy when I can start a day with a tea room and a corner room like this. It sets the mood for the whole day for me. Yeah, we'll get our gem back. Key. Ooh, the courtyard, my love. I do like the courtyard. Wish it had a shuffle in it. Keys, please. Ooh. Money. Oh, we're close to being able to buy one of the 50. We have exactly 50. Oh my god. Shit. God damn it. Hey, puppies. Alright, well now we're officially hoping for the armory. And also hoping for something we have not seen yet. Is this 2? Yeah, okay. 4. All right. We're getting the calculator out. Because I don't know if I don't think I square it when it's 4 to be 16. I think I square it after I do my last addition. So either way, so if it's 4 squared, which is 16, divided by 8 is 2, plus 1 is 3, minus 8 would be -5. Or 4 divided by 8 is 0.5, plus 1 is 1.5, squared is 2.25. Minus 8. It's still negative. No. Okay. One plus, so this is like, so like this one, it's not 1 squared plus 3 minus 14. It's 1 plus 3 squared minus 14, which is 2. So we have to 4 divided by 8 plus 1 squared minus 8. Negative 5.75. Let me look at those classroom things I took yesterday. I feel like I need to write this out to visualize it. Oops, sorry. So if we had four divided by 8 plus 1, and that whole thing is squared, minus 8. It would still be 4 divided by 8, 0.5 plus 1, and then square that, and then 8. Is there such a thing as like rounding? Do I need to like round to like, no? some of the classroom pictures, they have some like decimal point ones. And they definitely like round up or down. It looks like if there's one line, they round down. And if there's two lines, they round up. I'm also realizing there's like a diamond shape in the middle on the worksheet. Don't square till you're there. I don't see anything on the startboard that's telling me to round up or down, so I should be getting a whole number. I don't see the symbols for like rounding on here. So it could be 4, maybe 4 squared, 16, divided by 8 is 2, plus 1 is 3 square. So is it 1? Do you square it every time you get to an addition? So like 4 squared is 16, divided by 2 is 8, or divided by 8 is 2, plus 1 is 3, squared is 9, minus 8 is 1. Okay. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, times 3 is 3, times 3 is 9, divided by 3 is 3. Okay. That one threw me a little bit. Fucking weight room can just fuck off. I don't want you. Show me that armory. Yes, thank you. The same 3 things? I still don't know if that's worth my time. I'm gonna take this. And I think this is worth it literally just for the star. Maybe I can use this to get the freezer and the furnace. Locked. Great. Locked. Great. Oh! Shit, we can just come in here with this and light shit on fire. Well, shit, I didn't know that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, okay, hold on. Hold on. Thought only in the event of my death. Oh, I want the magnifying glass. Simon, I had wished for you to read this letter upon first arriving at Mount Holly, but I couldn't risk the contents of these pages falling into unsympathetic hands. My personal freezer should prove quite the safe box, as all of the stuff our staff have for many years respected my wishes that it remain shut and untampered. My favorite snacks were also stored here. But in addition to these delicious treats, it has also for the last 20 years stored away many a cryptic message and ciphered note. This nondescript cooler is in fact a dubious frozen postbox of chilled secrets. Have you heard of the Children of Blackwater? I have. I don't remember where. Starting a note about the Children of Blackwater. I know I've heard that term somewhere, but I can't remember where. I have no idea how forthcoming your father has been about the details surrounding your mother's final chapter, or the role he thinks I played in that end. I have always denied involvement. To him, to the detectives, to the Crown, and now to you as well. But can I honestly say I had nothing to do with her disappearance? And yes, I speak of disappearance, not death. For I, too, cling to the hope that our fears are unfounded and have occasionally, from time to time, caught fragments of information that bolster this belief. Fragments of information that have cost me plenty, for our country is never short of opportunists and blackmailers. Still, as I am now dead, I don't want this knowledge to be buried with me, even if that means passing the burden of these fragments on to you, even if that information may weigh even heavier on your head than the Crown involved. Unfortunately, this information is a little too precious to entrust entirely to this freezer, as I'm not too confident that the sanctity of my snacks will extend beyond my life. I've always found it best to use multiple baskets when it comes to incriminating eggs, a lesson that I recently learned again when a member of my staff betrayed my confidence. I have placed 8 red envelopes in 8 more secure locations throughout the estate and left a hidden message for you among the art that hangs in almost every room in this house. This message is the key to unlocking these secrets, but you must be open in your interpretation, as the message itself harbors multiple double meanings and hidden entendres. One final word of guidance. The safe combinations you are seeking will not be found in writing on the estate, so I hope you haven't been wasting too much time jotting down random invoice numbers and dates. Only by deciphering the many meanings of the 44 character message can you hope to unlock its many mysteries. network servers are finally out of cold storage, or at least as many as we could fit in the surrounding walls of the grotto off of the East Drive. The last few days have been very busy, but I'm glad I was able to take a short break from gardening to help Randolph install the network. So sorry I'm yawning so much. It was, after all, the least he could do, since it was I who suggested the final location. We decided that we are going to store the 2 unused servers here in Mount Holly's freezer. They should serve as readily accessible replacements should any of the primary consoles fail. Denny Ravane. Admin key Reva D. So, like, his name. Okay, let me take a picture of that. The grotto off of the East Drive. Randolph. I don't know the name Randolph. We have a Robert, but not a Randolph. Okay. It was, after all, the least you could do, since it was I who suggested the final location. We decided we were going to store the 2 unused servers here in the freezer. Is this a code? I'm going to take pictures of these. This seems like a code. Although they are the same. Still, I stand by my Nancy Drew tingling code senses. Okay, I'm very satisfied that we did that. So, I guess let's go back through the chapel. What happens if you use the prism key off of the aquarium? Okay. So many dice. There's a couple things I'm not super willing to risk losing to the lost and found. Oh, shit. How do you get to the East Grotto? determined to be part of the fam today. What's in there? Looks like a key. And the rabbit's foot. Nope. I'm just kind of browsing for new rooms or just, I don't know, anything before I head outside for the day. This is pretty much our last room. There's one off the drawing room, but let's just roll until... Is there anything special about this room with the furnace on? Fuck it, let's see. Nope, doesn't seem that way. Can I use my items on anything in here? This room... I hope one day it does just anything. Alright, we could leave, check the drawing room and the entrance hall, and then we read this? I don't know if I've read that. I know I've read 4. Should have some trunks in here, right? Yeah. Not that we can actually collect those items. That at least gives us something tomorrow. Okay. I guess I can do one more room. Oh, conservatory. Oh, I can't do it. Can't get it. I'll take 10 steps before I head outside. Oh, right. Forgot about you. Money that I can't use. Whee! Alright. Let's walk around with a couple of kind of newer items and just see what we can mess with, if anything. Bird baths? Oh, wait. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. do have something with like, I think it is one of the bird baths maybe. It's a round thing surrounded by stones that are numbered. So I'm going to keep an eye on those. Can I bash boxes? Not you, or you, or you. No. Can I light? I can light. The complete manifest for all of the excavation equipment has been rigorously checked and delivered to the upper branch. After tomorrow, the site will be sealed and all remaining hardware will be packed up and transported to the original access tunnel for long-term storage. It's unclear if they will also seal that tunnel after our crew has left, but I suspect they may want to keep ready access to the gears, especially now that they have begun operations in the East Mine. A month ago, I believed that the discovery of gemstones in that cavern was directly linked to the closure of this site. But now I'm not so sure. The Baron doesn't seem the type to value shiny baubles over history. No, he certainly does not. You found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add tunnel? Yeah. Yep. I think I would. I think I would like that. Alright. Alright. I want to see if I can find this stone pattern I have a picture of around any of the bird baths or something. It's not this, is it? No, that's very different. It's not you. Can I fuck with this gate yet? There's a grotto down there. I want to see the grotto. Here's the last of the equipment for the new mine. I don't think we're going to need more than this, especially if we're going to limit excavation to 2 stones per day. I was told by the engineer that getting greedier than that might risk the structural integrity of the cave walls, so I suppose we'll have to adhere to his expert opinion, at least for now. We managed to remove all but 1 minecart from the old tunnels, 2 of which were too rusted and worn down to be of any use to us up here, so Dave went ahead and made the call to scrap them. I'm not sure that the foreman is going to be too happy about that, but hopefully you can smooth it over. Now there's still 1 more cart down there, but it's locked on a short track and it's way too difficult to move from the reservoir side. It's a little bit awkward because it's blocking the passage, so I suggest someone move it from the other side if they can get over there. Okay, that's the one down the tomb. The boss informed us that there are 2 other ways into that site from that side, but I think we're going to leave that for somebody else to finish up if the old man really wants it done. 2 other ways into the site from that side. There's the spiral tunnel with the candles room. That one we lit. I think we found all of those. I don't know why we would want to turn that off. seen this shape of like stones on the ground anywhere. I have a little bug on my arm. It's like a little beetle bug. 1 second. I'm gonna take this little beetle bug outside. Okay. I felt a tickle and I looked down and there was a little friend. I'm gonna check down below. Is there anything to light here in the basement? Or bash here in the basement? See, that one great Alzara pointed out that there was something special about that chair, but that chair in the drawing room to me looks like so many other chairs in the game. It doesn't look special at all. Is there a stone pattern down there at all? Not that I can see. You know, while we're down here, I know more about these sigils now. Why does this one have a light? is that one different? This one has a light too. All right, Arch Aries. Which is the land of northern storms. Aries in our pictures. So land of northern storms means it's going to be what sort of transportation did they have in Arch Aries? So we know we think the border should be this. Which is yellow. What else do I know about Arch Aries? Where's Black Bridge Hotel and Spa? It's 8 realms in 8 months. departed, forsaking both map and plan, and as it happens, the road is taking me south. Okay, so not to Arch Aries. Ooh, you know what? I'm scrolling through my pictures and I just saw the CX and ET on the back of the statue in the cloister, and I think that's also the castle cipher. Okay, so I just jotted that down. So I'm reading Mary's letter that she sent to people from school, and she says, talking about her doves. Even though the dean gave me permission to keep my birds here on campus, I'm afraid it's getting a bit too cold for them as the semester marches on. So maybe she's up north? There wasn't really anything in the letter about transportation. I also don't know like what type of place Arch Aries was. I'm looking at the redacted history of Arindia right now to see if it says anything. The youngest he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Aries, the land of northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. Wild and untamed expanse. don't see anything in the book about transportation in Arch Aries. I have the guide to Reddington, but that's in Fen Aries. So there's a lot of trial and error that would have to go into this, because we don't know what the moats should be. What are the different moats? Tribal. There's tribal, agricultural. It's mountainous and stormy, so I don't think it's going to be agricultural. Maybe manufacturing, invention, and production. I don't know, that one sounds the most appropriate to be industrial, which is the cubes. These. So then we could try changing the modes of transportation. So this one is roads, which I don't think it's going to be, but we can try. It's not impossible. The next one is horses, which seems also plausible. Okay, or trains. Trains through the mountains. Especially if manufacturing is their thing. Oh my god. Oh, that felt good. That felt real good. Alright, alright. It looks pretty. Let me take a picture. Okay. Renabom, Arch Aries. Together we weather. We arrived here after a few days of sailing, and it made me realize how much more convenient it would have been in the old days when the railway tracks extended all the way north. Arch Aries is a destination with which I am well acquainted, having traveled here countless times on business for Cinca. This time, however, I will avoid the familiar towns and factories and will instead trek along the northern coast, an area with which I am wholly unfamiliar. Alright. We're not trying to make them black. We're trying to make them yellow. moves up. So if we were to... I'm also going to take pictures of the completed ones of these, just in case I ever need them. Because I actually, once I solve them, kind of stopped thinking about them, so I just want to have them on record as like the correct versions that we have confirmed as correct. Okay. The next one we have is Hourglass, which I think is Eraja? Araha? I don't know how to pronounce it. What does it say about that in the book? To his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Eraja, a land steeped in tradition. Okay, and then we also know in that one postcard he said he went south. The road has taken me south. It seems fitting to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the Old Kingdom, a landmark as black in realm as it is in name, and a story I feel closely connected to. Okay, so southern. Alright, so we've got Araja's the Hourglass. I think it's horseback. So I think it's that one. I don't necessarily know what the weather... Southern, so it's probably not snowy. Raja steeped in tradition. What color flag did I think that they had? Oh, thank you. I was just brought some pizza rolls. Alright, so in my notes I have that I think Eraja has purple banners, which would mean would have the dot dash, oh, or not the dot dash, but the line dash, which matches up with one of the partial So, I think the moats are flowers. And then I think this is dot or lines and dashes like this. No? Did I not? The only reason I picked horseback was because on his postcard there's a picture of a horse-drawn carriage. Let me find that postcard again. Black Bridge Hotel and Spa. It could be boats. There's a horse-drawn carriage on here, though. Naval capabilities is when there's lines, all 8 lines. And I don't think that's right. I don't think it's naval. Naval, roads, horseback. Maybe it's just roads. Which would be the cross. This one. No. I mean, we can just try all of them. This is horseback, which I've already tried. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I guess we don't know what the weather was like. Got rainy, it only gets storms. Heat, I don't really feel like it was heat. I don't think it was snow. Maybe wind? Alright, let me get back to the horse one. 'Cause that's my best guess right now, is the horse. Okay, so maybe not wind, maybe normal weather? Just like temperate weather? Foggy we've already had. I don't know that it's necessarily foggy. It could be rainy. Storm. I mean, it could be heat. It's in the south. Snow? If it's really far south, I guess. No. What did the other sigils use already? I don't know that it doesn't mean they're not going to necessarily repeat motifs or something, but... So the window one had... We've got 2 that use trains already, and 1 that use roads. So let's try roads. If there's a horse-drawn carriage, it's like reasonable to think that they used roads. I don't think it was snow though, so let's try wind. Okay, not wind. Regular weather. Temperate. Rainy. Oops. I've kind of lost track now of which ones I've tried with roads and which ones I've tried with horses. 'Cause horses probably still have to use roads. That's a reasonable assumption. Yeah, I just don't know. Don't know about this one yet. We need to find out more about this realm. What is this one? I don't feel like I know anything about this one. It's the C one, but I can't remember the name of it. Okay. What's this one called? Let me... Corerica? Those are the first 5. Orinda, Aries, Fen, Aries, Eraja, Corerica, Arch Aries. So those are the ones we have opened the sanctum doors for. there's anything down there for me. I don't think that one's open. I missed a trunk, it seems. Okay. I think I'm done with the trunks down here. I don't think there's anything else really for me at the bottom of the reservoir. Now. We could go up here through the foundation. I've got 29 steps. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we could go open this. I don't remember if it's locked or not. I don't think I went in there. I have an upgrade disc, and I have not unlocked a room to use it in, which is a problem. So I guess, yeah. All right, yeah, let's go try. Chapel to the den. Dining, passage, aquarium, hallway. Conference, and then straight up. Sad times if I walk in here and it takes away my upgrade disc. Okay, key card, sure. No. I can't buy a key. Secret garden key's not gonna work there. My gold is frozen. I can't buy a new key at the locksmith. I think I'm done. I'll go back to the break room if I can for a key card tomorrow, but okay. $48. Classroom run? I see you, Sledgehammer. Okay. I really want to find out as much as I can about the realm to try and get the other sigils open. So much money. We got the money for the bookshop. Oh, hey. The death of drafting. Every architect has experienced it. You're drafting your house room by room and everything is going smoothly. Suddenly you realize there's only a single path available for expansion, and it is imperative you draft a hallway, or else your design will have no hope of further development. But on the critical draw, the drafting gods offer you nothing but dead ends, rooms with no exit and even fewer prospects. Dead ends are the death of dreams, the death of plans, and the death of expansion. The death of dreams. In short, they are the death of your house. But are they genuinely as daunting and menacing as they appear? Perhaps beneath their morbid exterior, dead ends hold some inherent value. In this volume of drafting strategy, we will delve deeper into the world of the grave than any architect has ever dared to draft to discover once and for all if there is any life beyond the dead end. A dead end is any room that lacks another door by which to exit. It is an understandable instinct to want to avoid these rooms while drafting your house, as they limit your available paths for growth. However, seasoned architects quickly learn that you do not want to completely ignore them. A very common mistake that beginners make is picking the room with the most doors while drafting and ignoring all other factors, but every house needs some dead ends. Each dead end room an architect drafts removes that floor plan from the draft pool. The more dead ends you draft, the less likely you are to draw them later on when decisions are more critical. The key is figuring out a way to draft dead ends without blocking off your house's potential for expansion. Dropping a dead end room on the rank behind you is a great strategy to accomplish this and helps you pick up some extra resources before continuing to higher ranks. In general, you should be trying to fill up every open slot in your house before moving north. Grave mistakes. As foreboding as a black-bordered floor plan may seem, Tomb stands out as one of the most straightforward strategies centered around dead ends. This floor plan can only be drafted from the grounds and is considered one of the outer rooms. As such, it can be drafted at the very start of the day, allowing architects to know immediately whether their strategy should be focused on dead ends or not. The tomb itself is a vast crypt filled with shadowy alcoves and creepy recesses. The entire space was designed by early Orindian architects to evoke a sense of mystery and intrigue, perfect for those who are appreciative and skeptical of dead-end architecture. The 8 Erajan angels of that early era are scattered throughout the tomb's chambers. Are a memento of times past, and you will certainly be seeing a lot of them when employing a tomb-centered strategy, as you will likely be making several visits here throughout the day. A successful tomb strategy depends on 3 crucial factors: finding shops, amassing enough steps to allow for return trips to the grounds, and drafting as many dead ends as possible. This strategy is perfect for those who love risk and great rewards. Tomb isn't the only dead end you'll find on the grounds. There are a total of 8 outer rooms, which are rooms that are draftable outside the house. These floor plans are unique not only in where they can be drafted, but also in the fact that they are floor plans that cannot lead to the expansion of further rooms, making them perfect candidates for dead ends. They are also able to be drafted at the very beginning of the day, which allows architects to plan out their strategy with greater precision and purpose. For example, on a schoolhouse day, architects will prioritize acquiring gems to pay for the extra classroom floor plans, whereas on a hovel day, they will focus entirely on getting lots of extra steps. Trading post. The last outer room is a floor plan with a function that isn't as straightforward as the others. Just what is a blessing? How much gold do I need to give? How long does it last? The shrine is a space of reverence, a mystical cavern filled with the glow of candlelight, and those that show respect and pay tribute are blessed by the unseen forces that guide this world. Blessings are persistent benefits that last several days and are bestowed upon the reverent visitors who have made an offering of gold. The type and duration of blessing can differ depending on the amount of gold given, but the more gold you offer, the longer the blessing will last. Blessing of the Tinkerer. Whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. Ooh. We've had this one. Berry Picker. While drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draft a random floor plan from your draft pool, disregarding rarity. If you call it a day in a room on your estate, you will draw that room while drafting from the grounds the following day. Oh. Could you do that with the antechamber? I mean, I don't know why you, like, I don't really need to be there, but that would be funny. Each different type of spread that you do? Oh, like the spreading rooms? I do like the spinning floor plans one. This would be really good in combination with a classroom day, because they're all L-shaped rooms. This seems fun too. Yeah, attic's amazing. Chest portmanteaus. That's a little cheeky hint. 19 dead ends in one day. That sounds terrible. As we conclude the haunting October edition of Drafting Strategy, we trust that you have unearthed the darker side of architectural design and found inspiration in the morbid realm of death and dead-end rooms. From the despair of a drafted lavatory to the chilling allure of the tomb, we believe that even the most eerie aspects of our world can spark creative brilliance in the architect's mind. As you venture forth into the shadows, remember there is a certain beauty in the unknown and the macabre. Embrace the challenge of designing spaces that both captivate and unsettle and provoke contemplation of your own mortality and the secrets that lie beyond. Bookshop, please. No. We've never been in the trophy room. That's a lot of gems. Ooh. Okay, adding a hat onto my hats list, which feels like the list of hats and what hats are in what rooms. To me, feels like that meme of Charlie from It's Always Sunny, where I'm like, I've gone too far. It feels like I've hit the like red string crazy stage. Look at us and our trophies. All 3 of them. Ugh, I don't like that that's an elephant's foot. Don't vibe with this room. Use the key right away. This reminds me of that really cringy line in that one Taylor Swift song where she's like, spelling is fun. God damn it. appreciate getting my gem back. Yeah. It doesn't feel like it's rare. That bitch feels... I'm gonna make this one slightly more. Actually, I quite like this one. If I'm gonna have regular key cards, I think it's good to have. This is what I was talking about with the stones. Sorry, I moved my mic. This is what I was talking about with the stones. And to me, like, this sort of looks like the sundial, but that's not what the stones around the sundial look like. So, I don't know. No, not dead end rooms. Boo. Yeah, immediately. Okay, I need to draft the boudoir so I can get some dice. Please. Keys or dice, please. Alright. So this is the War of the Fifth Era. Red versus black. It's the victory, but some people died. Maybe that's the prince. Then this was the general guy who was crowned king. They built railroads. There's a green airship there. I don't know if... I'm just wondering if maybe the ones that used airships have like a green banner or something. I don't know. Annoyingly, I'm gonna go buy more keys. I used those up pretty quick. Drawing room, classroom 10. How many classrooms do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need one more? Oh, 2 more to get the 8 that I added. Yay, a key. I think I'm gonna use that right away. I do not want the archives today. It's been a minute since we've been in here. Okay. The gems are in a box with a false statement. If that's true, they are not in this box. Only one statement is true. So this could be true, meaning they're not in there, but they could be in here. only one statement is false. If this is true, this is the only true, which would make this false, which would be correct, because this would also be false. The gems are in a box with a true statement, so they would be in here. If this is true, this would have to be false, and this would have to be false. Wait, if this is true, then this can't be true. So it would be more than one statement is true. Only one statement is false. So one of these has to be false. If only one statement is false per blue, it would have to be this one. Meaning that this one is also true. Meaning only one statement is false. That one's true. One of these has to be false. And if only one statement is false, that means there's two trues. So this would have to be the false one, and this would have to be the true one, which means they're in white. If this is true, then this is false. The gems are in a box with a true statement, and there's only one statement is false. They would all, I think they're in white. Sometimes. Classrooms, please. I don't want to use my dice quite yet. There we go. All right, yeah, so see, I think this means you round up. This means you round down. Or like, this is round down, this is round up. I don't know what the diamond in the center of the circle means, because this is squared. So I don't know what the diamond means. What did the kids say the diamond means? the square root, maybe. Did everybody put 4 for that one? No. We had 2 61s. The square 16 squared is 256. Is it like, because this is 61? So it'd be 21 minus 2. Okay. Good. I hate that. I don't understand this one. Wouldn't it just be 30 minus 5? I don't understand how they're all getting 52 for that. I'm scared. I know which one I want. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5. So, pool, hallway, pantry, mech, security. And then drawing, class, den, kitchen, observatory, class. Can I buy a $2 banana? A $1 banana. I'll have 2. Hall, conservatory, dining room, entrance hall. Yes, please. And can I also... Yay! Uh... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey. Ah, Erajan. Foreign language class. Learn Erajan. Maybe it's the academic. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Earlier, Rajan did not use any verbs, so today the rare usage of verbs are comprised almost entirely of loan words and are mainly used to describe physical actions. Hello, can you teach me a new word? What? I gotta look at. Who did best? B plus, C, C. All right. The branches of the tree are old. Ven, old, or the end of. Treven. Try. The end of trees are old. Okay, so like the branches are the end of trees. The trunk of the tree is small. Ma means small. Nev means the start of. Small start of tree. That seems right. I won't read at night. Readlanai. LE is a lack of myself. So I do not read at night. Okay, I mean, that seems legit. L swim nev. I will swim at dawn. I is L. Swim. Nev da. Nev, start of, and day is presumably Tao. Okay, so these all seem right so far. The large house is toward the east. Hew is house, Hew. Am, large house. Ovet, OV is toward. Doesn't say what east is. So maybe et is east. Oh my god, wait. Bridget. The bridge at the east? The East Bridge? I have to text Lauren. That finally makes sense. Okay, so if ETT is east. Oh my god. And then Ajlor Nevlor. Aj is, hello, can you teach me a new word? Aj is first. Lore is word. First word. New word. So maybe that's the incorrect one? I'm texting Lauren about Bridget. All right, well, we have a whole letter written in this shit. So I'm going to take a picture of this B+ paper. I'll take a picture of the other two as well, just in case they offer some insight that maybe should remember the Erajan terms for these. In case they offer some like insight or something. I don't know. But in general, we have a whole ass letter written in this as well. I want to know what ovinivare means. So, toward. How is it spelled when they say ovinivare? I know I wrote that down. O-V-I-N. So O-V is toward. Toward the start of the future? Toward the future? I don't know what I-N is, but the O-V is accounted for. I'm so chuffed that Bridget does mean something. That it looked that way for a reason. I can't believe we clocked that so early and just wanted it to mean something so early on. Okay. I think we're done drafting. I could come up through the foundation and just like fuck around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's back to the entrance hall through the den. I'm gonna try and wrap this day up kind of quickly, but I don't want to just like throw it away, you know. So let's do our due diligence and draft the rest of the house through the foundation. You never know what you're gonna find out. We have a key card, right? Yes. Okay. I want to translate the letter really bad, but I don't have the time right now, so I'll do it at the beginning of next stream, or maybe like off stream and come in with start with my translation or something. okay. Just use up all my keys. Totally fine. We need a break room. We don't have a break room yet. So it's just a new hallway? What if I make it lead off the estate? I bet that does something. Okay, well, I think I'm done drafting. We do not have a break room to go back to. So I think I'm done for this day. So I'm going to call it. And that'll be it for this recording. But yeah, I had a great time. I will put some notes down on some things I want to do. We want to draft tunnel toward outside of house. And presumably you can kind of just keep tunneling somewhere, maybe? I need to translate letter in tomb. All right. That's it. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Toodaloo.